श्रद्धा भक्ति ज्ञान कर्म सब माँ चरणों में रख दो। शिव शक्ति रूपी मात भवानी, तब चरणों में शरण दो माँ, तब चरणों में शरण दो माँ, तब चरणों में शरण दो।
आया माता का पूजन दिखाया, शिवरात्रि का आनंद छाया। आया माता का पूजन दिखाया, शिवरात्रि का आनंद छाया। श्रद्धा भक्ति ज्ञान कर्म सब माँ चरणों में रख दो। शिव शक्ति रूपी माता भवानी, तब चरणों में शरण दो
माँ, तब चरणों में शरण दो माँ, तब चरणों में शरण दो।
आया माता का पूजन दिखाया, शिवरात्रि का आनंद छाया। आया माता का पूजन दिखाया, शिवरात्रि का आनंद छाया। भक्ति प्रिया की महिमा सकल ब्रह्मांड गाए। विश्व कुंडलिनी जागृत करता माँ निर्मल कहलाए। महाराजी भक्ति प्रिया की महिमा सकल ब्रह्मांड गाए। विश्व कुंडलिनी जागृत करता माँ निर्मल कहलाए। निरानंददायिनी मुक्तिदायिनी माँ निर्मल को सवारो। माँ त्रिगुणात्मिका माता अंबिका, तेरी जय जयकारो।
माँ तेरी जय जयकारो, माँ तेरी जय जयकारो।
आया माता का पूजन आया, शिवरात्रि का आनंद छाया। आया माता का पूजन दिखाया, शिवरात्रि का आनंद छाया। कलयुग सहारे, सहज योग की माता अपूला, नवयुग सतयुग जगाए। आदिशक्ति माँ कल्की का पावन, अवतार कलयुग सहारे। सहज योग की माता अपूला, नवयुग सतयुग जगाए। है ज्ञानदायिनी भक्तिदायिनी माँ निर्मल को सवारो। है विद्या मुक्ता क्षमात्मिका, हे महादेवी जय हो।
माँ हे महादेवी जय हो, माँ हे महादेवी जय हो।
आया माता का पूजन दिखाया, शिवरात्रि का आनंद छाया। आया माता का पूजन दिखाया, शिवरात्रि का आनंद छाया। श्रद्धा भक्ति ज्ञान कर्म सब माँ चरणों में रख दो। शिव शक्ति रूपी माता भवानी, तब चरणों में शरण दो
माँ, तब चरणों में शरण दो माँ, तब चरणों में शरण दो।
आया माता का पूजन दिखाया, शिवरात्रि का आनंद छाया। आया माता का पूजन दिखाया, शिवरात्रि का आनंद छाया।
शिवरात्रि का आनंद छाया, शिवरात्रि का आनंद छाया, शिवरात्रि का आनंद छाया, शिवरात्रि का आनंद.
Jai Shri Mataji, dear brothers and sisters. Let's start the meditation for this week dedicated to the spirit, to our Lord Shri Shiva, and our mother under her former Shri Parvati. Collective Namaskar and Kundalini, with full awareness that the whole world is doing Namaskar through us. All the yogis of the world are doing a huge wave of Namaskar all over the world to the Devi, to the spirit. Namaskar Kundalini.
शिवरात्रि का आनंद छाया, शिवरात्रि का आनंद छाया, आया माता का पूजन दिखाया, शिवरात्रि का आनंद छाया, आया माता का पूजन दिखाया, शिवरात्रि का आनंद
But this is what auspiciousness is, that you from your heart which is awakened. The heart must be awakened. In the heart resides the spirit, which is not yet flowing in our consciousness, in our central nervous system. It resides there. The joy itself. I don't know if you have ever seen phosphorus taken out of the water and how it just gets ignited. It's like that inside the Maya, the illusion, that spark is sitting. And when this Kundalini rises and touches that spark, it starts emitting its joy. It's auspiciousness. Unless and until you have that within you, you cannot feel the auspiciousness of others. Take a coconut, for example. Put it the other way around, you won't get vibrations. If you put it this way, the coconut coming up, you'll get more vibrations. There are certain coconuts who give you very good vibrations, some give horrible ones. And you know, human beings also have coconuts. Some of the coconuts give such beautiful vibrations, and some of them do not. Some of them are tired. Some of them are nothing but like a balloon of Mr. Ego. Or some of them have nothing but superego in them. So this coconut is to be made auspicious. Now, how it is connected with spirit? That is a very important point. how our brain is connected with spirit. Whatever I'm telling you, you need not believe me, but you'll find it out for yourself that whatever I'm saying is the truth. Your heart has the spirit, the light, and the heart has got 7 auras around it. And these 7 auras get enlightened by the spirit. But before that, it's a very instantaneous, or we can say a simultaneous happening. When the Kundalini rises, there are 7 centers also in our brain, in the sense there are the seats of the centers. These 7 centers are represented again on the seat. You know that very well. All the Sahaja Yogis know where they are. So when these centers are enlightened, the auras start shining in the heart. And this center is actually the center seat of the spirit. The spirit has moved from there and has gone to the heart. That's why in childhood you'll find there's a opening here. It's a very soft bone called as fontanelle bone. Talu is here. Because the spirit comes out from there and is settled on the heart. You know, spirit also come out in the night sometimes, goes around and sees. It's so. When these centers in our brain get enlightened by Kundalini, one by one, first they are enlightened here, then in the brain, then the auras in the heart start getting enlightened. Ultimately, when this center, which is the center of the heart here, Sahasrara, this point, when this one gets enlightened, then the spirit also gets enlightened fully. And then these auras become doubly shiny. Then the auspiciousness is in many dimensions starts expressing itself. But to keep that light on, one has to keep the Kundalini over here. Then what happens? Then we are ruled by our heart's indication than by our brain. How? Because the heart has the spirit which emits vibration. It is not the brain. And you depend on your vibratory awareness after realization. The more you depend on your vibratory awareness, the more you use your heart, your spirit, not your brain. The more you use your brain, again you go down. Because it is taken over now by the spirit. For example, after realization, when you start thinking about it, people can think of anything. I can tell you, I've had such experiences that they would think that why Mataji is wearing a sari like this. Even to this extent, you see, they can do. But if you can just leave your heart to work it out and don't think, because you are in thoughtless awareness after realization. If you try to maintain that state, pay attention to your heart and let your spirit emit itself, so that it clears out completely the confusion of the brain and everything. Then you'll be amazed that you cannot lose your vibrations. You cannot lose your realization. The simplest way is, we have found this, that after realization, if you go for 7 days treatment with soaking feet before my photograph, it works out. But immediately when I say my photograph finished, the ego comes up. Why her photograph? First thing comes up, who is she? I may be nothing. All right, agreed. I'm nothing. But I've raised your kundalini. I've given you realization. I must be something after all. So why worry? I'm not taking away anything from you. Then you start establishing your auspiciousness, the sense of auspiciousness. Once you have established it, then you do not lose it very easily. You don't like then inauspicious things normally. If there's somebody inauspicious, you say, Mother, no, we can't do anything about this gentleman. All right. Afterwards, when you become very strong, you don't mind working on anyone whatsoever. But gradually you have to go up to it. I understand that. But I can't understand people using their rationality to understand Sahaja. How can you understand this great power with your limited rationality? I can explain to an ant about your politics, but I cannot tell you how this divine power works. One day he asked me, Jamel, numerically, to what extent it goes, to what dimension? And when I told him, he said it is incalculable. I said it is infinite. You cannot calculate. If you put two mirrors facing each other and put some object in between, you cannot calculate how many reflections you will get. Even that you see, but you cannot calculate. But here I am talking about something that does that, which creates this. You cannot calculate all the molecules and the atoms of one element. But I am talking about somebody who has created them and who in every molecule pulsates. How can you understand with this brain? You can only become one with it and enjoy yourself. Why worry? Why do you want to count the molecules? Why this madness? It would be like a bad man going to the seashore to have a nice bath, starts counting the small little pebbles and the grains of the sand. Get in, enjoy. You become. This is Advaita, where you become one. All religions teach Advaita. Advaita means where there is not the other. Ananya. You become one with that. With the whole ocean you become one. A drop becomes the ocean. All the powers of the oceans are there for the drop. That's what it is. But there are some people who say we believe in Dvaita. No, why? We don't want to get lost. And you are not lost. You become the whole. But they want to keep their small limitations, you see. Now what is that small limitation they want to keep? It's called as Mr. Ego. Which is a myth. Which is a myth. It's such a big myth, is ego. Because what do you do, human beings? Let's see now. What do? You make a chair, all right. See, people are even proud if they can make a chair these days, because nobody can use their hands these days, you know that. It's everything done by machines. I don't know, they cannot create human beings, otherwise they may try that also. So what do? You create something dead out of dead. Everything is dead. Whatever you have created is dead. Have you done any living work? So one lady got very angry with me. She said, yes, we have created a tube baby. I said, you have not created. It was all there. The life was there. You just brought it together and it worked out that way. It's nothing. It's just like egg being, what do you say that? Egg, they put it in the incubator. It is that simple thing. You have done nothing. You have put life into it. Have you? Let us confess it now. We cannot convert even one flower, transform one flower into a fruit. Let us admit it. What is this ego then? I do this and I do this. I would like that and I would have this and I. Who is this Mr. I who cannot do one living thing? Just ask yourself. Very simple question. So, to reach a conclusion, it's a myth. We do not do anything. As that many times I have told you that some people going by train put all their luggage on their head. So they said, why are you carrying so much luggage on your head? They said, because we want to reduce the weight of the train. This ego is like that, sitting on your head. I do it. But by brainwashing you, I cannot reduce. How? The myth has to be broken. The myth breaks when Kundalini rises. Then how you talk is a very different language. It is not coming, it is not going, it is it. It becomes a third person. Then your power, which is flowing through your hands, you see that going through your hand, which you are maneuvering. You don't say, I am giving you realization, you don't say. You just say, it is going, it is rising, it is not coming. Even if it is your son, you say, I cannot give now, what to do? Like a lady came with me to America once and she was very anxious that I must give realization to her son and all that. So I told her, look at this. Now you have come all the way, I know, for this purpose. But now if the Kundalini doesn't rise, do you want me to say that he's realized? No, Mataji, I know it doesn't rise. Then I said, you give him a realization. I cannot give him. All right, you try. He said, but it doesn't rise. I said, then what to do? If the Kundalini is not coming up, what can we do about it? So, the Kundalini has to come spontaneously. It's a living process. But after realization, you start doing living things. You can raise the Kundalini. You can pulsate the Kundalini. I don't know about pulsation so far. I have not seen any Sahaja Yogi doing. But you can raise it all right. You can give realization. With my photograph, it works better. You can give vibrations now to the plant, to the fruit, or to any flower like this. If it is done, it will come to life. If you give vibrations, say, to a field of, or seeds of, say, wheat, they can be multiplied. They can be 10 times more than what they are. Now you have started giving vibrations to the trees, to people. You are doing the living work. Now you have become the ocean of life. So far you were not. Because the power of life is to give life has come in. Now you are living. Before this, you were dead. In the sense that you were worshipping a dead God called ego. Now it's a living God within you, it's a spirit. Once you start accepting your spirit, all your priorities change just like that. Because spirit is joy and happiness. Spirit is everything. So you start losing all your interest into other things. This is what is. When your auspiciousness is of the greatest height, that even your name can create something great. And photograph can do wonders. If you become auspiciousness, You are the holiest of the holy. For that, you have to get rid of some of the dirt and the dust. You have to get rid of some of the false notions we have and the myths of being. Some people have a myth that they are guilty, and some people, as I told you, have so many myths. But for giving up, this Kundalini works out. You allow her to work it out. That's all. It works. May God bless. Like a birthday of Shiva, you can say, or something. How can it be? Because he's eternal. He's all the time there. So, what demarcates today? Celebration is the establishment of Shiva on this earth. In the material sense, every matter has been created with a deity, and that deity is established in that matter, as you know. So when it was thought by Adishakti that first we must establish Shiva. Without Shiva, you cannot establish him. First he is to be established, because he is the absolute. So you have to establish Shiva. And now what should we do? How to establish him? He is the God of Tamoguna. He is the cold. He is the God of all that is not active. So first of all, this earth, when it receded from the sun, it was very hot, was taken very near to the moon. The moon is the brother-in-law of Shiva. So it was taken so close to moon that the whole earth got covered with ice. And it was then gradually moved towards the sun. When it was moved towards the sun gradually, then it started melting. And the point that did not melt at all was the point where Shiva was to be established. That was predestined, that spot. And that spot is the Kailash. The ice never melts. And if you see, the whole mountain is like the face of Shiva. The eyes, the nose and everything you can see clearly jetting out. And all the year round it keeps its shape as. That is how Shiva was created. And he was placed in a witness state as the spectator of all that happens on this earth, facing towards the Kundalini of the universe, which they were going to place in India. So he is facing towards the south. He is looking at the south with both the hands like this, like a spectator watching the spectacle of the Adi Kundalini. That is how Shiva was created. So, though we say that the heart of the universe is England, still Shiva resides on top of this earth. This is the thing. Like you have got the seat of Shiva on top of your head, but he resides in your heart. In the same way, Shiva belongs to this place. And he looks at the whole body from this point. So the feet are the south, this is the north, this is the east, west, and this is the east. That is how we can see the whole map of the universe or the world that is. So now, Mr. Better,
Sit down.
don't stand up. Listen to my lecture now, don't take photographs. You must listen to my lecture attentively. In a meditative way, you must listen to me. You must make full use of me, isn't it? You should be meditative. Then you can hear me very clearly. You don't have to bother. You have to be meditative.
So this is south.
So you are facing towards the south as a witness. Just now, somebody told me that in the south people put their head towards the south and put their feet towards the north. I mean, imagine. The feet are put towards Shiva, who is on the north. Kailasha is in the north, isn't it? It is not in the south. So why put your feet towards the north? I mean, one must use logic. These Brahmins have told you all these stories and you are doing just the opposite. That should not be done. Sometimes I feel God save this country from Brahmins. They are everywhere now. They are our rulers, they are everywhere. And they have no idea what Brahma is. If they are real Brahmins, I am sure one day the real Brahmins will be in charge of this country.
Sahaja, Shri Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha. Let's start the meditation by a collective opening of our heart. Let's collectively open our heart as one. Let's feel our heart. Let's feel the beauty, the spirit, the spark of the spirit, the light of the spirit in our heart, the warmth and the joy of the spirit in our heart. Let truly be in the heart, not in the ego, not in the mind, not in the superego, but in the heart completely. And let be completely surrendered in our heart collectively. Let's put both hands on the floor and let's feel the connection with Mother Earth and to the Lord Ganesh in Mother Earth. Shri Ganesh mantra with this full open heart where the spirit shines. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's surrender to the Lord Ganesh in Mother Earth. And let's truly surrender to the principle of innocence, the principle of purity, to the principle of chastity, and to the principle of auspiciousness, that is the Lord Ganesh. Let's surrender our Muladhara collectively and all our vibrations, all our being, to the powers of the Lord Ganesh in Mother Earth. We need also to feel the sucking of Mother Earth, of all the heat in us, in our hands, in our Muladhara, in our feet, in all the connection point to Mother Earth. All the dark energy, the heat, the adharma is absorbed by Mother Earth. Let's say Shri Adibhumi Devi mantra, and let collectively awaken the power of our Mother Earth. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adibhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's truly surrender to Mother Earth. The right side with ego and the mind, all our actions and reactions. The left side with superego, all the emotions, all the darkness and sadness and depression, all the lack of joy, all the possessions, all the attacks on the left side, and the source of attacks on the left side. Every adharma on the left side is surrendered. On Tantra channel, all the impurities in our chakras and all the impurities preventing Mother Kundalini to rise powerfully in order to fully enlighten the spirit and fully establish the spirit in Brahmarandra. Let's really allow the space of Central Channel to be fully purified and surrendered to Mother Earth. We surrender the three channels. We surrender all the impurities in our being, in our auras. And through that, we also surrender all the impurities in our homes, in our cities, in our countries, in the whole world. All the impurities of all the yogis of the world, all the impurities of all the seekers of the world are surrendered to Mother Earth. All the impurities at the global level on the planet are absorbed by Mother Earth through our collective attention. Now, both hands on the lap, right hand on the heart, on the left heart, right hand on the left heart, and left hand is directed to Mother. I am the Spirit. Mother, come into my heart. Establish yourself fully into my heart. Make me feel the Spirit. Make me feel that I am nothing but the Spirit. Fully establish yourself in my heart and allow the qualities of the Spirit to take over my whole body, my whole life, my whole being. All the aspects of my life are under the complete control of the Spirit. Come into my heart, Mother. Mother, come into my heart. Let's truly invite Mother into our heart with sincerity. And our heart must be really opened and bigger than the whole creation, because the Devi is bigger than the whole creation. She is huge, more than millions and millions and millions of universes, trillions and trillions of suns. Let's just open our heart to be bigger than all that, to make all the space for her to be fully in our heart. Also, our love, capacity to love, must be so big, so wide, so deep, that we are completely transformed. We are able to love the whole world, to love all our brothers and sisters unconditionally, perfectly, and in a very detached way. Our heart is full of compassion. Our heart is full of the complete presence of the Spirit, the complete light of the Spirit, the complete vibration emitting from the Spirit. Now both hands are open on the lap. All attention is above Sahasrara. Let's say Shri Adi Kundalini Mata. And when we say that, we will see the awakening, the complete awakening of Mother Kundalini inside us as we are one, as we are the Virat. The complete awakening of Mother Kundalini that will enlighten completely the spirit in our heart. And both Mother Kundalini and Father the Spirit will establish themselves in Brahmarandra and go beyond Brahmarandra as Shri Sadashiva and Shri Adi Shakti. Let collectively experience the true awakening of the spirit, the true baptism. Let's say Shri Adi Kundalini Mata mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Kundalini Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Where is our attention? Let's go higher and wider. Let's allow Mother Kundalini to rise inside us. Let's feel that pure light of vibration inside us rising at a speed which is higher, stronger than the speed of light, faster than the speed of light. This geyser of light, of which is Mother Kundalini, rises inside us completely. Complete Kundalini is rising, enlightening our heart completely. Let's feel our heart fully enlightened by the light of Kundalini. Our heart is really shining like billions of suns in one. And both Kundalini and spirit are going upward and establishing themselves in Brahmarandra as Adi Shakti and Sadashiva. Let's say Shri Shiva Parvati mantra to fully awaken the spirit in our heart. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shiva Parvati Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Complete surrender to the Lord Shri Shiva in our heart and in Brahmarandra Sadashiva.
नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्माङ्गरागाय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय। चन्दनचर्चिताय नन्दीश्वर प्रमथनाथ महेश्वराय मन्दार पुष्प बहुपुष्प सुपूजिताय तस्मै मकाराय नमः शिवाय। शिवाय गौरी वदनाब्जवृन्द सूर्याय दक्ष वरनाशकाय श्रीनीलकण्ठाय वृषध्वजाय तस्मै शिकाराय नमः शिवाय। शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय पञ्चाक्षरमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् शिवसन्निधौ शिवलोकमवाप्नोति शिवेन सह मोदते जयत्वदभ्रमभ्रमध्वजङ्गमश्वस विनिर्गमत्क्रमस्फुरत्कालबालहव्यवत् धिमिद्विमिद्विमित्रणं मृदङ्गतुङ्गमङ्गल ध्वनिक्रमप्रवर्तित प्रचण्डताण्डव शिवा
Where is our attention? Where is our attention? Let's have a very collective attention, a very divine attention that is so powerful and collective that we use to invite the Lord Shiva to be in our heart, but also in our body. In our whole body is the spirit. There is nothing else in our body than the spirit. There is no ego, no superego, no mind, just the spirit. All our body, from feet to head, is filled with the light of the spirit. The spirit is so shiny, like 1 trillion of suns in one, shining through us, enlightening our homes, our countries, the whole world, the whole universe, the millions and millions of universes, the whole creation. We are one with Shri Shiva, who is Shri Shiva in Sahasrara. Let's surrender the whole world, the whole humanity to the Lord Shiva, who is love and compassion, and also to his authority. He is the only one who can save humanity. May he help us become better beings. May he protect us day and night for eternity. May he allow us to become higher version of ourselves, stronger version of ourselves, deeper version of ourselves. Before finishing the meditation, let's check that our Kundalini is so strong above Sahasrara that we can feel the whole central channel being enlightened. We can feel the complete presence of Shri Shiva and Shri Adi Shakti in our Sahasrara as we are the Virat. We can feel that we are the global being completely enlightened global being, completely integrated, completely surrendered. There is nothing but the spirit, nothing else but the joy, nothing else but the auspiciousness and spontaneity of the spirit. As the global being, we shine like 1 trillion of sun in one. Through us, the whole world is enlightened, the whole humanity is enlightened, the whole Sangha is enlightened. Let the true energy, vibration of the Lord Shiva be in ourselves, be fully established in ourselves. And let's allow our being to emit the vibration of the spirit always. Peace, love, harmony, power. May the Lord Shiva destroy all the negativities inside us, around us, all attacks. Every adharma is destroyed by him. May he protect us always, protect the whole Sangha, protect our families, keep us in our attention, in his divine attention, day and night for eternity. Help us always to become stronger and stronger. Collective Namaskar with a heart full of gratitude and thankfulness to Shri Shiva and Shri Adi Shakti. Collective Namaskar Kundalini.